Thank you for tuning in with the Enchantress. That's me, the Babbler. That's me on this revolutionary rise of universe that's happening at this time. I keep saying the world, guys. So as I am divinely led and guided, I listen. And so I have no idea what this is about. All I know is I am to sit here, shuffle, allow for whatever is going to transcribe, and to give whatever message that is going to be articulated at this time to whomever is here to receive it. I see the world again. Ooh. Knight of Chalices. After seeing the world, I see like the knight looking out into the world. Three of Wands. Weighing out the balancing of one's own scales with their own cup filled. The Empress. So the King of Chalices. The Stars. Ten of Chalices. Okay. So 8. Knight. Three of Wands. The Empress. The Star card. The Queen of Wands. The Five of Swords. The Nine of Wands. And then the Ten of Chalices. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, okay? That's what I'm being advised. Because this is coming from the worldly aspect. So there's something being built. The ignited passion of the heart. Something that's being created, weighed upon, right? You can look at this individually, or you can look at this as a relationship, right? But either way, I see a relationship here. This could be with the divine masculine, divine feminine energy existing within you, coexisting, harmonious too, intricately interwoven, and finding the balance of the yin yang existing within you to be able to operate from this kind of perspective, building and receiving and creating your dreams, right? Being made manifest into reality, right? After having to balance certain kind of things, right? Because underneath the Three of Wands here, where it's the balancing act, right? It's like, right, typically in the tarot, it's like overlooking the horizons or waiting upon something, a ship to come in, or some kind of vision one might have that oversees and looks to create, you know what I mean? Or you can look at it spiritually, right? Body, mind, body, heart, and soul kind of infusion, or, you know, if you want to look at it from a religious perspective, just to understand the Trinity, the Holy Trinity that is existing within deep, like Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, right? Kind of thing, this Three of Wands, something that is created, like the pillars, the foundation, right? Being a push, overlooking to see something further out in the distance, right? Being created, right? Weighing on some things under the Five of Swords energy, right? Of something that needed to be created, right? So typically Five of Swords in the traditional tarot is like after being left out, after having felt a certain type of way about a certain type of thing, one has found the balance, right? One has found something to look forward to, right? So something to look forward to in the world that is filling their heart, right? So if you want to look at it even from a relationship standpoint, right? There's someone's heart that's being filled, someone's in love, someone is moved by passion, in love towards the Empress, right? Towards the Empress, right? Like wish fulfillment, right? Stars, to build, to be able to build something to create with this Empress, right? So if you wanted to look at it like this too, you can say, oh, the knight in shining armor has made up his mind after being left out in the cold after some kind of time, or maybe leaving the Empress out in the cold. Now, he's looking at she. She's sitting there waiting, right? So it's like, so look at that. So it's usually like overlooking some kind of landscape of waiting, right? Of overlooking somewhere far out there is what I want, right? Out in the distance, something is coming for me. And then out in the distance where he looks, she sits in her power, right? And it is up to he to be the bridge, right? So if you want to look at it energetically into your own deep, right? It takes for the passion to fill up inside, for you to have some purpose, intention in your own life, to see the vision, to execute that, to be fertile for you, because you are in that Empress kind of energy, right? But you have to get into your yang element of action, taking action that's going to bridge together this dream manifestation of wish fulfillment, right? With this queen right here, right? So this divine feminine energy, right? This divine feminine energy that knows her space and knows her place. And then you have the Nine of Wands energy going out, right? Completing a cycle of something, right? After having learned something in order to get this happy family, relationship, love, commitment, partnership, castle, dream, goal, right? So this here can be read and interpreted in terms of a relationship being realized and someone taking a shot and going for it to bridge, right? To bridge. So this, you can interpret it, divine masculine finding the passion, filling his own cup, coming to, because he's the knight, coming in that knight energy. So the knight energy charges, right? So the knight energy charges with what it is that they have to bring, because they receive from the messenger the message. So the message that the knight received is this cup of love that he has for another, right? This Empress that he wants to build with, bridge together, unify, right? Because she's this Queen of Wands, right? This queen, right? Everything desirable that he desires and wants and needs, right? She stands as the queen, right? And he doesn't want to be left out anymore by she, or doesn't want to leave her out anymore, because he's bridged together the things that he needed to complete in his own cycle. So it's the masculine energy completing a cycle. Not that we're all always in some kind of cycle transition and stuff like that, right? So nobody's exempt from evolution and growing, but right now he's closing out a cycle, right? After having learned something. And he's coming for she. Because that was the passion drive, the drive that moved he to want to do this kind of thing. right? Because sometimes, you know, you could be, right, you could bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it, right? So, right, it's kind of like being brought the world, right? He was brought the world, and he didn't recognize it for what it was. And in learning that, he now has this overflowing cup of divine love that he wants to give it and bridge it together with this Empress, this Queen of Wands energy, right? Yeah, look, King of Chalices flew out. I am here. I am here because justice is here. Right? So something has been realized, right? Right? Something has been realized and worked on, because you got this Eight of Pentacles energy. He's worked on something after having learned something, after being left out or leaving out or denying or going a different way, right? Because he's alone in this depiction, right? He had to close out a cycle. He had to learn. He had to go. And now the divine masculine energy is coming towards this divine feminine energy, the justice that she deserves, right? For this happily ever after. That's how I'm going to read this. And if you don't want to read it in the relationship kind of way, even though this is the kind of cards that this is, right? This is some kind of relationship. Look at Queen of Wands and the King of Chalices looking at each other. She stands in her fiery passion energy, right? And he comes with his love, with his cup here for you, right? Because he knows who she is, this Empress. He's worked hard on what he needed to work on in order to close out whatever cycle he needed to close out, that's bringing the justice that is needed for him to be able to show up as the king. So that was pretty clear. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty good. Let me see. I'm just gonna do relationship, the Doreen romance oracles. We'll see what we have. Past life relationship coming into the mix. So, right, we learn, right? Right? You have to learn to love yourself first, right? You have to learn your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, coming in that Queen of Wands, Empress kind of energy, right? Look at there's a honeymoon coming in because you deserve the love that you're about to receive from this King energy, right? That is releasing certain things from his past, right? That no longer serves, right? Right? But freeing himself, right? So freeing himself, and now what? And what is happening? What comes now? Right? You deserve love, and then look at chemistry. A date, a call, a conversation, and admitting to a deeper level of commitment, of devotion shown, expressed, right? She wears red, he wears blue. Right? It's funny. Right? Making the effort, right? Making the effort, because this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and there's children involved in this. If you don't have any, you can have some, right? And it's all about forgiving and learning. Look at coming back. Anything else? Right? Reconciliation. Bam. So there you go. There's something that has been reconciled, worked on, let go, so that the divine masculine energy can make clear to move towards the divine feminine energies, my dear. And that is being made abundantly clear. Let me know how this message resonated with you. I hope that this is helpful to you in any kind of way. Remember, this is entertainment for your entertainment. And High Priestess, trust your intuition, alright? In regards to this love. Trust it, okay? How it feels. Is everything real? Okay. Till next time. You can find me over there, guys.